Greetings, YouTubers. This is Gene, aka the Brooklyn BluJay, bringing it to you on a Sunday. I'm doing some tank maintenance over here. Dirty gal look, no makeup, hair not did. Been cleaning the house all day, so on and so forth. Had a party in my house last night, so you can imagine the type of cleanup I had to do after that. So, got some situations with my tanks. I have a couple of questions. Actually, I don't know what to do with another one of my tanks. So anyway, be right back with my questions. Hopefully you old pros can help the BluJay figure some things out. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is situation number 1, the 5.5. I love nano tanks. Love nano tanks, but I have not had the success that I hoped for with this tank. And it could possibly be, just what everyone writes about and talks about, and that is smaller tanks are just more difficult to keep livestock. I have tried keeping shrimp in this tank. They did well for a little while, and they did terrible. I had a beta sorority tank going on in here. As you can see, there is nothing in this tank as far as livestock, because one by one, I guess it was just too stressful of a situation, or maybe this is just not a good tank, because they all died. Lots of, infighting and bullying and all kinds of things, and lo and behold, they were all gone. So that makes me sad. Losing fish is always a sad thing. However, what to do with this tank? What I love is how prolific the plants grow in this tank. There goes the HC, just taking off. Like, it might be just ratios. It might be that the the CFL bulb in here is producing such strong light that the plants are doing well under the strong light, and that's why I have good growth here. Like, plants grow very easily. I could throw almost anything in here and it grows. I have the Floramax substrate, no dirt, in this tank, and another substrate called Active Flora, which I'm not crazy about it, but it is in here. So question, what to do with this tank? Just give it up and break it down and just forget about having any type of livestock in this tank, or just a different type of stocking suggestion. My water is very soft. pH is very low. Just about 6.0. So I really could use your feedback and your input. That would be greatly appreciated. Then I come up top to the 20. This 20's been interesting because ever since I put the LEDs, I just don't see my plants as happy as when I had the CFLs. And then I think I just have poor plant choices in here. The Crips are doing fine. I think they can, they can handle the low light, but the Sword, not happy. The Dwarf Sag, I mean, just barely eking along. In my opinion, I would have hoped for much more carpeting type growth by now. And then what else do I have in here? I have some Anubias, and it's okay. So, oh yeah, and then of course the Java Moss. The plants that are floating up top, they're not like flourishing. Like if you guys look at my old videos, I had so much growth going on once upon a time, and that's just not happening in this tank. So I don't know, suggestions, maybe a different type of light situation. I only dose, there is dirt in here, and there is the Floramax, but I only dose the liquid CO2. That's it. I don't want to go high tech. I don't want to get into all of that stuff and maintaining another thing. So suggestions about lighting. I think that's what my problem is, lighting. There's just a lack of growth in here. So any advice would be greatly appreciated. And should I just break down this tank completely? I don't want to give up on those plants. That's the thing, you know. I'm really loving that lush growth. So those are my questions. Should I tear down this tank? Maybe put back my old 15 gallon. 15 gallon is also a low tank, meaning it's not high. The walls are not high. And I'm just curious if that is another reason why plants grow so well in this tank. Yeah, so those are questions that I have. Like, do you think I should just take this one out and put a 15 gallon tank here, therefore hopefully keeping the plants, which I love so much, and then also being able to keep livestock? Or should I tear everything out of this and put it up here and change the lights? All right, so I've given you 3 questions, and I am yammering on because I do that. Should I tear this down completely and put plants into a 15 gallon tank? Should I tear this tank down completely and put the plants in this tank and try a different type of lighting? Or should I push on with this tank, the 5.5, and just try different stocking options as far as, you know, livestock? So there you go, 3 questions. Please answer. And I thank you guys who have stood by me this long. I thank you guys who actually sat through this and listened. And I hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday. Watch the debates. Watch the debates. Alright guys, you take care. This is Gene, aka the Brooklyn BluJay. Be well all.